everyone in Kolkata loves you, respects you.
Thank you very
But
much. Thank you.
if you look back at your stint with KKR as a head coach, you have seen the team emerge as champions as well as see the team slip to eighth spot last season. So, um, how do you assess your role as the head coach for the last 3 seasons with KKR?
Well, I think I really enjoy, to be honest, because it's not only me, there are other support staff as well. Of course, Gautam Gambhir was there, and the other support staff, Bharat Arun was there, Abhishek Nair was there, Omkar Salvi was there. So all the support staff were very, very kind enough to support. And we all, I mean, obviously, that every head coach, every support staff would, like to win the trophy. And I would really appreciate that franchisee. I mean, our owner, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, uh, Jay Mehta, Juhi Chawla, and CEO Venki Maisure. They're all supporting. I mean, that is more important for any because this kind of cricket, this kind of format, ups and downs are every day you're going to see. It's so fast movement that it is very difficult for you to recover. This is recover for your emotions, recover for your anxiousness or your excitement. So it becomes very difficult when that time, you need somebody who's going to support you because it's not going to, I mean, obviously, nobody likes to lose. Everyone wants to win, but it is not the case. So for everyone, one has to lose, one has to win. In that scenario, how do you come back? How do you bounce back? That is more important, and that is what we were working on that. So I think that I had a very good tenure. I mean, really enjoyed the support, as I mentioned about that, which was very, very. It's like a family, which I always felt. I never feel that somebody's asking for a reason, somebody's asking for putting a pressure. So that was a great thing. I mean, I never had any experience with any other team, but I think KKR was the tremendous experience for me.
So obviously, when you look back, do you think the decision to leave Shreyas Iyer was kind of a big blunder? Because we have seen he won the title for KKR, then he went to Punjab Kings, he took the team to the final. This season he is doing again well. So leaving Shreyas Iyer is means I'm not going critical, but do you think this is one of the reasons that KK suddenly found that obvious means to let off a captain who has been so successful. What do you make out of that decision?
No, well, see, I think that obviously, I mean, unfortunately, missed him. We always missed him during the tournament. He's, a wonderful player who won the trophy for KKR and the way he has handled the team. But sometimes, what happens, we must understand it's not a question of you leaving because no team would like to leave us such kind of players. But, certain circumstances which probably forces you to do that because there are it's a big strategies, big, and you don't know what is going to happen. So when you wanted to hold the player, we wanted to leave the player that kind of in the situation because there are other franchises as well that you pulling you down, trying to pushing you hard. So that's kind of game scenario. You missed out on that, because obviously that you need to see that the funds, what how much you have, and that in that kind of what you call strategies you missed it. And obviously as a coach when I was KKR, I felt bad about that because we could not, it was not a purposeful thing, it was not forcefully was that, but it didn't work for us in that way. I mean, it's not only Shresh, but I think Salt or any other place when we talk about it because they did well. But so it was unfortunate for us to be missing Shreyas.
So how do you assess KKR's performance so far this season? Only one win so far from 7 games.
Well, again, I come back because I was a part of that scene. Initially, even the first season, we were not doing so well. Second season, we did well. Third season, again, we were not doing well. I mean, it's a matter of 1 or 2 games when you lose out and probably you miss out on your opportunity to qualify, play in the playoff. So I mean, the similar situation, what I would say, in these games, the T20 format, unfortunately, is nothing working for KKR at the moment. It's not that they are not trying their best. I mean, scoring even 200 runs and 220 if somebody is losing. I mean, me as a coach, I would not blame anybody about that because you must appreciate that somebody else also batted well against you. Then the certain things that uh, Sunil Narain was not fit, and Varun was not
Varun
fit.
was not performing well. Yeah.
He didn't perform well. He was unfit as well, a couple of games. So that sort of imbalance in the team, which really puts you in alarming position. So I think that trying out whatever I've been watching, they're trying out everything about it. It's not working. That those I mean, you don't have a day when you're playing that game. It seems like that. I mean. Uh, Bowling was little, of course, under pressure as well because the batting when we are scoring 180, 190. So it is. I'm not here to blame any team or anything because being a part of that team and being a former player, we understand that because it once you have a bad day, you can't do, and that it's unfortunately keeps coming a bad days every after the game. So, but I was very happy that they won that first game. Hopefully, obviously, the another 7 games that probably they can, continue with that. At least play for the reputation if nothing happens for the good.
Chandu sir, a lot has been said about Ajinkya Rahane's captaincy. Yes, no one can question his ability. He has done India proud by winning that series against Australia. But in red ball format, he has done tremendously well. But when it comes to T20 format, it means a lot of criticism. Do you think that the template at which he bats is not fitting in this era? Means that the template that we are used to watching T20 cricket. I might sound harsh, but obviously this is a general notion about Ajinkya Rahane because because we have seen players like Priyank Saria or Ishan Kishan or Abhishek Sharma taking the opponent bowlers in that power play, but not so with Ajinkya Rahane because he is doing well in power play. But after the power play is over, suddenly his strike rates drop. So, do you think the template at which Rahane is batting is a bit of misfit?
See, let's first we understand that the different kind of players. That I mean, we're talking about Abhishek, we have Abhishek Sharma, or somebody else which you're talking about. I mean, they're different kind of players. There are different kind of players. Tomorrow, Gill, you talk about it. You you talk about Ajinkya Rahane. They're different kind of player. I mean, it's no point only blaming a player because the player, if you talk about Ajinkya Rahane, has done well in his last 2 seasons when he has batted. When he has played his domestic cricket, even T20, he has batted well. I mean, he has a different kind of responsibility when he's batting number one, and after the six power play, 6 overs, he has to take the game forward to hold. Probably that could be one of the reason that he's not going after the ball, but I think he's a very calculative player. I mean, it's kind of little pressure that he could be holding it. What I feel because the team is not doing well, so obviously the responsibility comes on the captain and that pressure which he plays under, thinking of we need to win, and probably he's putting extra efforts. But I think everybody has a different opinion about it, and for every player. I mean, there are players who have performed outstandingly in the last season. They're probably not performing this season. So consistency of the player is entirely different. But Ajinkya Rahane, you talk about Gill, Rituraj. I always been. These are my players which I always feel that they can bat in any format, and they have a calculative approach as well. So I think there is no point putting any kind of pressure, or maybe any kind of you call it to Ajinkya. He should be responsible of that. But I'm sure that whatever the way he's been batting, he seems to be fine for the number one batter to take after six. Yes, there is a difference in the other players as well, but that is why there are players in the team which been included who are power hitters. We used to have that Russell, now Rommel, Powell. This kind of players you have in the team to take the game forward.
So, do you think that the KKR think tank have sort of by demoting Rinku Singh to go down at number 7, they have some sort of odd by sending Rinku so lower down the order, which has been the case previous season as well. But we saw last match what a match winning innings he played. So perhaps Rinku Singh should be sent a bit higher up the order, say at number 5. But to send him at number 7, are they wasting Rinku Singh's potential?
See, listen, everything what happens that the strategy plays the major role. The strategy, what you have of players and the capacity of the ability of the players, that how you can utilize. I mean, you look at the last game, what Rinku said, Rinku Singh has batted, the way he has batted. If Rinku was not there, probably would have been difficult situation for KKR. So that is the role that he's been assigned. And there is a requirement of that he has to bat number 5 or 6, then obviously I'm sure that the coaches will think about that to send him in front, because the scenario of the game is most important. How you can take the game forward, which are the players who can deliver at that moment, and these are the small moments which how you can pick quickly and utilize the certain players at that number. And I think Rinku has always has that history and the record, that the way he has batted, finished the game is not only for KKR, but he has also played a terrific innings with India as well. So I think that could be probably 20 runs, but it's a match winning 20 runs. So I think this kind of player is always you require at maybe in death. If you can understand, probably the coaches will always think about that, how that game is going to go forward. And if he's going to go in death over, so you need somebody like him. And if he's not there, if like last match, if he would have not been there, it would have been difficult. So I think this call has been taken with the certain thoughts process, and obviously the strategy which the team does. So I would not say that Rinku should bat number 4. Given him opportunity to bat number 4 when the overs are not enough, or we need to give him enough overs. That's true. But the player, suppose if we give him more overs, more than expected, so probably he will change his style of play, because he doesn't want to, get out. He doesn't want to throw the wicket. So this mindset also plays in that with the player as well.
So finally, KKR winning just one match, still 7 more matches to go. Realistically, do you see KKR making it to the playoffs? Because for that to happen, they need to win all the remaining 7 matches. Any
No,
hiccup, 1 or 2 matches if they lose, means their campaign might well be over. So,
yeah,
as a former KKR coach, are you banking on this side to make it to the playoffs?
no, why not? See, reverse is why. Why not? When I say why not, because all these years that been involved in cricket, cricket is unpredictable game. The time never know that you keeps going, because that one push you get, and you look at KKR when they played in Dubai, that 7 last game they won, and they played in the playoff. And that can happen with any team. And why to lose that hopes? I mean, 7 games winning all, probably you be in the playoff. So it's a miracle can happen, that the what do you call encouragement, what how you give it to the players, how the players are motivated. And obviously at this level, every player is been good, unless that you lose one game, then you probably think about you're not going to have a chance. But at this moment, I'm sure that the KKR will think, and the coaches, all the coaches will think, Abhishek Nair will think that yes, we have guys, we have the chance to qualify. Why not? Why we have to let down ourselves? Let's win these 7 games.
So thank you, Chandu sir. Means you sounded a bit optimistic. Means Chandu sir reckons that yes, in a game of cricket, everything is possible, and KKR has done it in the past. So let's hope that KKR wins the remaining 7 matches and maybe make it to the playoffs. Thank you very much, sir,